let's talk more about Gilded and how you can use it as an indie developer to build a community and to help fund your next project. Now, usually the options for funding are if you can run a Kickstarter, which is a lot, and I mean a lot of extra work for yourself, because you've got to create rewards, you've got to actually run the campaign, you've got to manage the website, all that stuff you have to do. You have to do it. Okay, so that takes you away from actually developing your game because you're more worried about managing the Kickstarter. And again, Kickstarters can be brilliant, but not for everybody. So how do you make money as a developer? How do you get support from your community that want to help you with your game development without paying a third party a bucket load of money and having to manage on another website? How do you do that? So your options, like I said, are Kickstarter mainly, and Patreon is the other big option. But again, Patreon, you kind of have to give something up. You kind of have to create extra videos or do extra interviews with people, or basically just take things that take you away from creating your game, which you don't need. So I'm going to show you the application Gilded, which I've been banging on about for the last couple of weeks since I found it. I love it. It's amazing. So it's a community management software, just a place for you to build your community. But one of the features they have is called subscriptions. Why can't I say that word? Subscriptions. There you go. That sounds better. That sounds like English. So I'm going to jump in now. I'm going to show you on my screen what subscriptions are and how they work, and how I think that if you're just starting to look for a way for people to help you with your funding, then I think this is a brilliant, at least starting point. And I think this is going to be really interesting for you. So let's take a look. So if we move over to the screen, so this is my Gilded server. If you wish to join my server, then I'll leave a link below. You can jump in. Anyone, it's open right now. Submissions are open. So let's take a look. So if we go over here, so this is the homepage for the server. So upcoming events, again, an amazing feature for anyone looking to plan their community interaction and show the community what they're doing. Brilliant feature, love it. And if we go over here, we have a button called subscriptions. Now you see here, well, I've earned no money yet because it's a new server, but you get the point. Now if we go to, let me show you how you set this up. So view earnings, just go to tiers. So you can set, just like a Kickstarter campaign as such, you can set different tier levels for your subscribers. So I've just gone for the default ones they've already suggested, which are copper, silver, and gold, just for ease of use, basically. And you can do exactly what you'd want to do. So let's do an edit tier. So this is the copper tier. Okay. So you can set this figure, which is also a thing I love. You can set this figure to be whatever you want, whatever the value you want to give this. Can you do $1? I don't know if you can do $1. Has to be 2 or more. Okay, due to the transaction fee, I'm assuming. So $2 is the minimum. You can set the role. You can choose whatever you want. You can set that up in the options. That's no problem. And then you get to give a description of the reward for the person subscribing. So for this one, I'm just going to create a subscriber supporters channel that they can join, and then they can join that. That's what gives them access to it. That's great. Then obviously tier 2 silver, I've given them another little bonus. And what I'm careful to do here is to not give something up that takes me away from what I'm doing. So like for me, if it's content creation and streaming, my time is tight anyway, so I don't want to give away 1 hour chats with me personally every week, because it's going to get out of control. So I've given game coverage requests. So I'm giving the people who subscribe at this tier the option to say, hey, here's a cool game, can you please cover it? And I'll take a look at it. So that's what you get for that. This one, gold, what do you get for, so this is just $10. Same as before, access to supporters chat, they can request games, and they can join the live stream channel. When I live stream, they can join the audio channel and chat to me and join in with the live stream. So that is some interactivity, but I'm already doing it myself anyway. So again, it doesn't take me away from what I'm doing. but then they still get a nice reward, something you don't get everywhere else, and it makes them feel included, which is what I want as well. So that's what I'm after. So I want them to enjoy their time, I want them to feel part of the community, and this is something, as a game developer, something you could totally do. You could do the same things. You could do you've got endless options. So you could do a tier for suggesting you get early builds for the game. You could do that for people who support a certain tier. You could do the same with the live streams. You could say, look, I'm going to live stream the game. You can join me on the live stream and chat to me about the game and what I'm doing with it. Just whatever you like, really. But I just thought with Gilded, that is a really nice built-in feature, and the fact that you don't have to go to Patreon every day or every week or however often you remember to log in and check to see what the chat is, because it's all built in to Gilded, which is the place where your community are already chatting already. So they can come in here and go see all your updates, chat with all the other community members, and then they see the subscriber button, and then they get to be more of a member of the community. And I think it's really, really important, because they're already in, they can see the money going directly to you. It's not going to a third party. So how this works is Gilded take 2.5%, which is pretty much just the transaction fee. So they're not really making any money out of this. It's just a service that they thought would be awesome, which I totally agree with. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not a partner. There's no affiliate, nothing here. I'm just telling you something awesome that I found that I thought you might like. So once Gilded have taken their 2.5%, which again is really reasonable if you check out the Patreon fees and stuff, then it connects to a Stripe account. Now, I'm in the UK, and I was able to create a Stripe account, no problems. So you'll get a Stripe account, and then you can just withdraw the money directly into your bank account. Of course, this is still an earning, so if you are paying tax, which you should be, but if you are earning enough to pay tax, then of course this can be a deductible now. So just keep track of it. Remember that it is an income. And there you go. So now if I just go back to here, so if you look on here, so you can see who the subscribers are. You can see when they were last charged. You can manage it all within your own dashboard, which is amazing. Again, unfortunately, I can't show you any of the stats because I don't have any subscribers. But you get the point. And there you go. You got all your settings. You can open your Stripe dashboard straight from here. It's all connected, and that's what I love. I love the fact that it's all connected to the same piece of software. So that is my short overview. If it's something you could use, please let me know. I'd love to know how you get on with it. And if you've got any more questions about Gilded, and if you want to ask me more questions about why I do think it's the best place to build your community for features like this, I think it's unrivaled. It's brilliant. I love it. And that's everything. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it useful, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how you get on with it. And best of luck to you and your development. I'll speak to you next time.